Hi, friends, and welcome to the podcast. My name is Ryan Abair, and I'm excited to talk to you today about setting goals. And I'm calling this a new way of goal setting. And you may be surprised at what I'm about to talk to you about. Because goal setting is actually setting the goal free. And I want to show you what I'm talking about. So stick around and we'll unpack a new way of goal setting. I want to put goal setting in a different context for you. Because when I started thinking in this direction, setting my goals free, a whole new dimension of living opened up to me. And that was the dimension of having no destination in my life. No crowning achievement, no rock bottom, but living for living's sake. It would be a bit like getting in the car and driving simply because you love driving. Not many people can get in the car and enjoy driving. You're going to say, where are we going? Oh, I don't know. I'm just driving to drive. It's also walking to walk. You're not going anywhere. We're just walking because we enjoy walking. So goal setting is about setting free the idea that you can live in a photograph. Preservation. Saving. Marking time with something that seems pinnacle. So you can't stop time. And that's what a goal is. It is an illusion that something is reached. And the continuity of reality continues. So, the way that I set my goals free, which is weird, because goal setting would imply stagnation, a frame, a capturing moment. And reality won't allow that. You can't be valedictorian forever. I think one of my friend's grandmother says, you can't orgasm forever. There's something to that peak experience that there's no peak to. If you orgasmed forever, you'd be miserable. There is an ebb and flow that we must understand, that life is doing this on and off phenomenon. And a goal is not a photograph or a frame. It is maybe a little blip or a peak on like an EKG, right? It's going to keep moving through. So my breakthrough came when instead of designing goals or setting goals, I decided to design a repeatable average day, as if all my goals were accomplished and there were no goals to be set. Imagine that. What would your life look like if there were no checklists? Or, better yet, all your checklists were checked off. You had a wide open calendar and pocketfuls of money. We don't dwell in that. We don't dwell in that. What would it be like if my goals were done? and I had no more goals. That's what you would call setting your goals free. You might notice a goal or two. Great, set it free. Because it's not going to contain it's not a utopian view of where happiness lives in the future. Life's not a staircase like that. Because once you get there, you're going to want to leave again. It might be more like a waypoint or a little wave, a crest or a crest or a trough, but it's never any kind of capturable, sustaining victory or loss. So this idea of saving is really important. If you're really one who thinks, oh, we're going to save, then you're holding on to this image of the future where your joy and freedom are contained. So I would like for you to dwell in the kind of life where there's no wanting. Your goals are achieved. Your so-called financial goals are here. So now you got eons of time, billions of dollars, and everything you've always dreamed of having. What would you do with your life? See, we haven't thought about that. You got to go beyond the goal. Dwell in the finishing of it. It's all done. And a lot of us haven't contemplated an average day, which is really the bulk of your life. Eating, sleeping, resting, choosing. Imagine, at any time, the freedom to just choose an activity. Just that simple. Most of us would do mundane things. We'd get back to the basics, is what I call it. Well, you know what? I have the perfect body now. Nothing I need to do. I might as well go work out. I mean, it's that insidious. I've got the perfect body. Might as well go for a walk. Might as well move and stretch. You see? If you really think past your goals, you see how insidious it is to capture time like that. And to have this utopian view that fulfillment is later. You see? And so we get kind of stuck. Goals get us stuck in this mindset that what we're doing now is irrelevant. And so I started living my average day. Ho hum, I'm a billionaire. I'm free as a bird. I don't need anything. I think I'm just going to walk for walking's sake. I think I'm just going to really taste my food for the first time. I'm really going to enjoy cooking. I think I'm going to toss the ball out in the backyard with the dog. I think I'm going to call up a friend and just have a great time talking at the coffee shop. I think I'm going to buy some flowers for the backyard. Little piddly shit. Most people would call that piddling around. But that's what you would do if you had everything. You would just piddle around. You would Play. You would play. You'd play games. You would throw parties. You would just lounge around if you wanted to. You know? You would enjoy the basics because you got all the peaks and the valleys out of the way. There's no hang-ups. I don't have any hang-ups. A goal is a hang-up if you dwell on it. I want you to dwell in the space. What in the hell would you do with your time if you had all the time in the world, all the money in the world, and all your goals were achieved? You'd sit back and just enjoy your success. Do you know how many people have a hard time enjoying the success that they have achieved now? They're not relishing in what's there. Let's relish in the food. Let's relish in the revelry, in the enjoyment. Let's relish in this moment, even if, quote unquote, nothing is happening, because 99% of our lives are driving, eating, sitting on the toilet, lounging in the evening. There's not much going on. And that's where you dwell, beyond the goal, in the space of being fulfilled. And now you're living a luxurious life. You're playing and enjoying. You're living with life in its live form. Goals are photographs and records and achievements and markers, and you're just stuck in those goals, and you're never going to get there because you don't enjoy what that means. Dwell in the space that it's done. Now what? No more pressure. No more striving. And in that ease, you get all kind of shit done. It's amazing. It just kind of does it itself. And that's because you don't have anything in your mind, no hang-ups, no goals, no numbers. All that's arbitrary anyway. The goal is to live in the same way that the goal is to walk, not to get anywhere, but to walk for walking's sake, to dance for dancing's sake, to play for play's sake. This whole thing shifted my whole outlook on life. That goal setting was simply setting the goal free, moving beyond it into a realm of an average day. Why don't you design an average, repeatable day? How would you like to spend your day, day after day after day after day after day? And I guarantee you, you're not going to design an average day full of stress. You're going to design a day that feels like vacation. Vacating the goal. Setting it free. So that you can be free to play. My name is Ryan Hebert. I hope you enjoyed those insights about goal setting. Rather than setting it, set it free. And then figure out how you're going to spend your time once it's done, and live that way. In that space of forgetting about any kind of plateau. That's a platitude. It's empty. The fullness of life is the stuff in between. Basics. Again, I'm Ryan Hebert. Thank you for your time. Please check out my blog, mymorningmotivator.com.